Hello, and welcome to today's parent virtual meeting. We are with Modesto City Schools, and our team is the Student, Parent, and Community Support Services Department. Our team members are Mary Herrera, Patty Munoz, Stephanie Hoyos, Cynthia Gutierrez, and Rafael Arroyo. We're so happy that you have decided to join us today. Today's training will cover the app called PowerSchool. Our department will also have continuing trainings through the month of September on all these topics that include Go School Messenger, Schoology, and PowerSchool for Parents. Before we begin and introduce our presenter, we have a couple of important items to cover. During this presentation, you will only be able to listen because it's a live event. However, please select the Q&A icon on the top right of your screen. You can type in any question and we will try our best to answer as many as possible. You can add your name or ask a question anonymously as well. So let's get started. For today's presentation, our presenter is Patty Munoz. We'd like to welcome Patty. Thank you for presenting to our parents today.
Thank you, Stephanie. Hello, everyone. I'm glad to be here with you today to share information with you about PowerSchool. So let's go ahead and get started. Today, we'll be covering the following. What is PowerSchool? Accessing PowerSchool, what can be viewed, creating an account, navigating PowerSchool, downloading the mobile app, and we'll have some resources and questions. Let's go over what PowerSchool is. PowerSchool is very important to our parents. PowerSchool allows parents to see grades, schedules, and attendance in real time. It is fast and accurate, and parents can touch base quickly with their child's teacher and their academic counselors, a tool that helps parents to be involved in their child's academic careers. This is probably one of the most powerful tools that parents can use to help guide and track their child's success. So how can we access PowerSchool? You can access PowerSchool using any of the browsers shown here: Chrome, Safari, Explorer, and Firefox. What can be viewed while we're in PowerSchool? Parents can view and explore their child's schedule, the attendance by period, by the day, by the week, or even by the entire year. We can see class information, assignments and details, grades, state testing scores, lunch pin numbers, school messenger, and we can also access all of the children through this one application. So let's go ahead and create an account. In order to create a PowerSchool account, you must have a personal email address, and it is important to share it with the school. Most of you might have already taken care of this by visiting the Back to School portal prior to starting school. Throughout the year, please make sure to notify your school office of any updates to your email address. And at this point, you should have already received the parent access codes and passwords via the US mail. The access ID and passwords are 5 digits long. If you have not received yours, my recommendation is to please contact your child's school. To get to the page where you need to set up the account, you can type in pshs.monet.k12.ca.us in your search browser. Or another simple way is to simply go to the Modesto City Schools homepage, and you can see the address here, which is mcsforkids.com, and then click on the PowerSchool icon circled here. What's great about PowerSchool is that one child can be tied to multiple guardians, even if you live in different households. So I'm going to go ahead and give an example of multiple accounts. Let's say that the child lives with his father and dad would like to share the access code with grandmother and uncle as they play a huge part in the child's academic success. Dad can share the codes with them. So again, this is one code per child, but that child can have multiple people monitoring his or her grades. So once we've gotten into the PowerSchool portal, we want to go ahead and go over to the Create Account tab. And then once you go to that Create Account tab, you're going to go ahead and click on the blue bar here that says Create Account. Here you are creating the parent account. You will need to enter your information in the required field as this is your account. So you can see here you will enter your first name, last name, your email address, a username, and a password. I'd like to remind you to please write down your username and password that you have created. And also note that your password has to be 8 characters long. After you've entered that information, you will enter your child's information. This will link you to the student's account. You can enter as many children as you'd like when linking students to you. Remember, you will need your child's access ID and password. So here on this page, it shows about 3. On the main page, it'll show about 7. You can continue to add more children as well. But remember, you will need all of their access IDs and passwords. So we're all done. Let's go ahead and explore and navigate PowerSchool. So go ahead and sign in to test your account by logging in. Once you've logged in, this is the window you will see for elementary school sites. So even though the child has one homeroom teacher, you can see it is broken down by subjects. On the left-hand side, you can see the navigation bar. On the right-hand side, you can see the grading periods by terms, the absence columns, and the tardy column. This is the view you will see for a high school student. It's very similar to the elementary. However, you can see that there are different teachers in every subject. Also, junior highs and high schools are graded by quarters. So here you can see the P1, which stands for the first progress period. Q1 is the first quarter grade, and S1 is the first semester grade. Both main screens will also show the absences and tardies. We'll go over the absences screen in a later slide. Once we start school and their assignments and grades start getting posted, this would be the window you should see for junior high and high school. So at this time, you're going to see some grades and assignments posted. So this is the view that you might be getting. Here on the left, you can see the child's periods. So you can see its first period, second period, third, and so on. And on the middle, you will see the courses. And on the right-hand side, you'll see their grades. If you hover over any of the grade, you'll be able to access details and grades of the assignment. Once you've clicked on the grades, this window will come up. In the first column, you can see the due date of the assignment. In the category column, you will see the type of assignment that it was. So for example, if you see an HW, that means it was a homework assignment. If you see a PROJ, that means it was a project. If you see the ASSMT, that was an assessment. Okay. In the assignment column, you will notice that that has the title of the assignment. And over on the right-hand side, you might see some little icons, colored icons. That's the codes column. That icon will let you know if the student was exempt from an assignment or if an assignment was turned in late. So you want to go ahead and click on those if you see those to see what the details are on those codes. The score will show the total possible points on the assignment. You can also see the percent that the assignment was received on the assignment, and next to it you'll see the grade for the assignment. Next to the grade column, you might see the has description icon or has comment icon. Go ahead and click and view. And here you can get the course assignments and details. On the attendance screen, you can see the days of the week and the attendance codes. Here we are looking at the month of May. You can see at the top of the page the week of May 18th through May 22nd. The code inserted here is K. So if we look at the bottom, we can see that what the attendance code is, and we can see that the letter K shows the absence was due to school closures. There's also some email notifications. Here you can customize what you'd like to receive via email. You can receive grades, excuse me, attendance, school announcements, how often you'd like to receive this information, and for which students you'd like to receive this information. So exploring the navigation bar, here on the school bulletin icon, you can view daily and weekly school bulletins. On the class registration, you can view classes for the following year, but this is only open during balloting. When you click on My Schedule, you can view your child's schedule. Clicking on school information will show you the school address and phone number. School score reports, this will have any of the assessments your child has taken or any tests your child has taken. The lunch pin will show you what your child's lunch pin number in case he or she forgot his pin number. Account preferences, here you can add and delete children from your account. You can also edit your username and password if you'd like. On the school messenger account, you can play messages and read some emails, old emails. You can also indicate which messages you'd like to receive. So it's important to go in there and update that information and read that information. We can also install PowerSchool on our mobile device. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And remember, before installing the mobile application, please make sure that you signed up on the web version first, okay? So you will go to the application store on your mobile device, and you're going to go ahead and install PowerSchool mobile app that looks like this. And like most applications, they want to send you notifications. For PowerSchool, I am highly encouraging all of you to please allow these notifications. This will definitely keep you updated on attendance and grades immediately. And also you'll need the district code. The district code is DWWH. This code can also be found on our school district website. Once you've entered the code, a sign-in screen will appear. You will enter the username and password that you created on the parent portal on the web. Okay, so that's why I also recommended that you please write it down. So when you go to your mobile app, you'll have that username and password that you just created on the web. This is what it looks like on the mobile device. At the very top left, you can see there's an edit icon. Here you can choose what you'd like to see on your main dashboard. So also at the top, you can see the GPA, the meal balance, and any fees owed. In the middle of the screen, you'll see the status of the assignments, and the lower half will show the attendance per class. On the lower part of the screen, you can see the dashboard. Here you can see classes, calendar, schedules, and much more. We're going to go ahead and click on the classes. Here you can see all of the classes by period. You can also scroll across to view the grades by term. There's a grid at the top of the screen. You can choose which term you'd like to view. Clicking on the calendar icon, you will see any of the due assignments. There might be some little dots on there. If you see those dots, you go ahead and click on there and you can see what assignments are due for that day. The schedule will show your child's schedule, and then clicking more will bring up your account where you can change your email notifications. It will show some other helpful information as well. So that ends the presentation for today. I know there was a lot of information, but hopefully you can see that this application, PowerSchool, is very important to our parents, a tool that's going to help parents be involved in their child's academic success. This is probably one of the most powerful tools that parents can use to help guide and track their children's success. We do believe that once you are signed in, like anything else, using the application to gain experience will definitely help you navigate through the application. We will now share important resources with you, and then we'll take a few questions. The last slide of this presentation will be our contact information for further parent assistance. So we'd like to share our upcoming classes for the month of September. We will continue to deliver the same 3 core classes, just in case you missed one or weren't able to make one, I'm sorry. These classes that we have on here are dated for every Tuesday, every Wednesday, and every Thursday. These classes are going to be, we have them at 1 o'clock in the afternoon and at 2:30. But we are updating those classes, so I'd like you to please visit our training calendar, which will be our next slide, as we have changed the time on these classes. So you'll see some changes to be in the evening as well. So please go to our training calendar so you can see those updated times. For our class schedules and much more, you can go to the Modesto City Schools website and click on the new Parent and Student Help Centers. Please take time to explore the new Parent and Student Help Centers. One is specifically for parents and the other is specifically for students. These new sites provide how-to videos and trainings for most used applications, and there's much more to explore for the Parent and Student Help Center support. Once you've clicked on the Parent and Student Help Center, it will bring you to this web page. You can click on the training calendar and it will take you to the upcoming classes. After clicking the training calendar, it will bring you to the Parent Training and Events calendar. Here you can find all of the current classes. You can click on any of the meetings in the calendar to find the link and join the meeting. In addition, please feel free to explore this webpage as well. Our Student, Parent, and Community Support Department will post our upcoming district parent classes on this page. I'd like to share that when you click on the Parent and Student Help Centers, you will find the how-to videos available at the bottom of the screen. So please explore that as well. At this time, we will take a few questions and answer them to the best of our abilities. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Patty. And we're actually going to go ahead and move with those questions then. We do have a couple already, so we'll go ahead and get started. So I have a parent here who is asking, what is the difference between the 3 apps, Go School Messenger, Schoology, and PowerSchool?
That's a popular question. So the Go School Messenger is a communication via the school and the parents. And there you can go into your settings and identify how you'd like to be communicated, whether it's via text message, via phone call, or via email. So it's really important that you create a Go School Messenger on how you'd like the school to communicate with you. Schoology, in a nutshell, is the virtual classroom that we have right now during distance learning. And PowerSchool is grades and attendance in real time. Thank you for that question.
Thank you, Patty. All right, so our next question is, what do I do if it says I already have a registered PowerSchool account? Where do I go from there?
Yeah, so we find that some people forget their passwords or usernames and they try to create a new account. And when they try to create that new account, they'll get that message that you've already have an account established. So we've gotten a lot of those phone calls, and you will have to call the school site so they can reset your password. So it's very important that you write those usernames and passwords down. But again, if you forgot them and you try to create the account and it says you've already have an account created, just call the school site and they will be able to reset your passwords. So thank you.
Perfect. All right. And so our next question is, I already have an account with PowerSchool, but I don't see all my kids on there. Where do I go from here?
Well, like I said in the video, you can add students. So once you have one child in the account and you'd like to add more because you don't see them, go ahead. As long as you have their access ID and their password ID, you can go into your preferences and you can add as many more children as you need to. Okay.
Okay. Thanks again, Patty. And it looks like we have another one. Can I send an email to my child's teacher through this application?
You most definitely can. So when we were going over the view of the in the middle where it has the courses, you'll see the in blue, if you hover over the teacher's name, if you click right on there, you can send the teacher an email directly from there. So yes, that's an easy way to send your teacher an email. Thank you for that question.
Thank you. And we have one last question. Who do I call for help if I can't access PowerSchool?
Well, you can actually try calling your school site, but we do have a help desk number where you can call, and that number is 209-574-8600. So if you have any questions regarding any technical problems that you have or with questions with the applications, please call the help desk number. And like I also said at the end of this video, we're going to have our contact information so you can call our department as well.
Thank you, Patty, for all that wonderful information. It looks like we're out of questions, so I'm going to let you finish off.
Okay. So finally, please find our department contact information. Please feel free to call us for any questions you might have or questions that we probably didn't answer during this presentation. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for joining us today. Goodbye, everyone. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you during our next presentations. Thank you.